Don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time. I'm having the ball, don't stop me now.
What are you doing, Alex?
Oh, well, I'm finding my voice, Emily, and getting ready to meet and interview the Tuneless choir.
Tuneless choir? What's that all about then?
Well, we're gonna find out all about that on today's show.
Tune in and see what's going on. Listen up for all the news.
It's your show, yes, it's yours and mine. Never hidden away.
Never hidden away. We're loud and visible.
Hello and welcome to Loud and Visible. This is Alex.
And this is Emily, and on today's show, it's all about finding your voice.
And later on in today's show, we will see what Zoe got up to when she met Lee Ridley, aka the Lost Voice Guy. And we will have a song from The Twist from the album Be Who You Want to Be.
But right here, right now in the studio, we've got the Tuneless choir, so please welcome Ashley and Minty.
So, can you tell us what the Tuneless choir is all about then?
In the Tuneless choir, it's about if you lack ability in singing, or if you've lost confidence in singing, or you used to sing and you feel like you haven't got the practice in that anymore, and you just want to sing. And if there is a bad sound in it, then it doesn't matter. It's just, we're going to have fun.
That's right. If you can sing in the shower or you can sing along to the radio, then you can be in our choir. We sing lots of popular songs and have lots of fun and enjoyment.
So how did the Tuneless choir all begin?
It started last January in Nottingham, and the founder had been told at the age of 11 to just stand at the back and mouth the words because she was spoiling it for everybody else. She felt absolutely crushed by this experience, and when she got older, she decided that she enjoyed singing and she was going to start a choir for like-minded people, like-minded singers.
Minty saw it all start. You saw it on the One Show,
On the One
didn't
Show,
you?
that's right.
So that's
yes.
how Minty found out about it, and she loved the whole idea and the whole concept of it, and you wanted to start one in Newcastle. And because I'm a musician myself, I've always believed that everyone can sing, and so that's why I wanted to get involved in it.
Well, that sounds so cool. I'm thinking about joining you now.
Oh my giddy, I think I am as well, you know.
Well, anyway, we'll find out more about the Tuneless choir later on in the show.
But now we're gonna find out about someone who really has found their voice.
Lee Ridley, also known as the Lost Voice Guy, is a stand-up comedian with a very powerful message.
He performs in cities all across the UK, and our Zoe had the privilege to go and see him at the Newcastle Stand Comedy Club.
Here I am at the Stand Comedy Club in Newcastle. I'm here to meet award-winning stand-up comedian Lee Ridley, aka the Lost Voice Guy.
Declared a public nuisance in 23 British cities. Recently released from prison. He fell out of the ugly tree and hit every damn branch on the way down. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Lost Voice Guy.
Hi Lee, can you tell us a bit about who you are and what you do?
Because of my cerebral palsy, I am unable to speak, so I use an iPad on stage to tell my jokes. It also makes me sound like a posh version of RoboCop.
Believe it or not, no, I can't speak at all. So please don't ask me after the gig if I can really talk. A ridiculous amount of people already have in the past.
So when did you first realise you can make people laugh?
I think it started at school and it just grew from there. I realized that being able to make people laugh was a great feeling, so I tried to do it as often as possible.
Where do you get your inspiration for your jokes?
I would say that the majority of my material was me just taking the mickey out of my disability. I get inspiration from the way other people treat me as well. In fact, my latest show is all about the stupid questions that people tend to ask me. The current government is a good source of jokes too. You have to laugh about it all, otherwise you would cry.
Okay, you gotta see this guy. I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
Which is rather ironic given that he's written a book called Crippled America.
Do you think having a disability has caused any barriers to you being a successful comedian?
There is not really that many accessible venues that have comedy on. It's a shame when people want to come to see me but they are not able to. I'd like to believe that having a disability hasn't affected my comedy career too much though. On the contrary, most of the people in comedy have been very supportive.
So what venues do you currently perform at?
I perform at comedy clubs all over the country. For example, last week I had gigs in London, Newcastle and Leeds. My favourite venue to play is definitely the Stand Comedy Club in Newcastle. It's such a friendly place to play and the audience are always up for a good night out.
Do you think there's enough disabled artists in mainstream media and performance?
I don't think there is, to be honest. It is only through meeting them on the comedy circuit that I have become aware of more disabled artists. I think that things are starting to change though, because of things such as The Last Leg. Hopefully, seeing disabled people in the mainstream media will encourage other disabled people to get involved in the arts. I think there just needs to be more support available for disabled people. It's only when I've gone to industry events that I have found out about the range of support which is available. I think that if more disabled people knew about what is on offer, it would encourage them to look into it further.
Thank you, Lee. It's been really great seeing you today, and I wish you all the best for your show tonight. I really look forward to it.
I hope you have had fun laughing at a disabled man. Enjoy the rest of your night. Goodbye.
Really good. I've actually seen him quite a few times now. Each time he just gets funnier and funnier.
I think he's hilarious, and he does have an important message to put out there in terms of what it's possible to do with a disability and to stop people being patronising of disabled people, basically, yeah.
Ask some of those questions that you've often wanted to ask but were too embarrassed to ask.
But do come and see him, because it's a unique show, and please don't ask him to change his voice.
Hysterical.
Hilarious.
Terrific.
Come and see him.
So, if you want to see Lee Ridley, the Lost Voice guy, perform, he is currently playing in venues all across the UK, so watch out for it. But for now, back to the studio.
Thanks for that, Zoe.
Hey, Minty, I've seen you in that performance video.
That's right, yes. It was a great show. And this was how I found out about Twisting Ducks.
I've seen him as well. He was at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival and he was so funny. But anyway, back to the Tuneless Choir. What do you think people can get out of being in the Tuneless Choir?
Well, it is quite proven that singing in groups brings a lot of social benefits and emotional benefits and physical benefits. And it just has that really great feeling. Like if you've had a bad day, you just want to sing. It just lets everything out and you forget about it all.
And the lovely thing is that it also gives you confidence in other areas of your life. If you've made a mistake, it doesn't matter, you just move on.
Like recently we had our first gig at Sage Gateshead and there were some people in the choir that didn't feel like that was for them yet. They didn't want to do a performance, but then there was a few people like, oh, well, why not? I'm going to do this. I'm going to perform at Sage Gateshead. Like, what a place to have your first gig. And that brought a lot of confidence to people.
It
and
did, yes.
Feeling like I can perform here, I can do it.
Yes, that's right. Yes, I mean, if you can perform in the Sage Gateshead, you can perform anywhere.
Royal Albert Hall next.
Indeed.
So when and where is your next performance?
Our next performance is at St Thomas the Martyr Church in the Haymarket in town, and it's this Saturday, the 20th of May.
So where can people find out more about your upcoming event?
If you go to the website www.tunelesschoir.com, follow the link via Join a Choir, and Newcastle is under that drop-down menu, and you can sign up to our mailing list there.
You can also find us on Facebook. If you just search Tuneless Choir Newcastle,
I've
there's
got,
loads of info.
I like your page on Facebook.
Oh, have you liked us?
Yeah, we've seen so many of your
Share
videos.
us.
Oh, yeah.
And you know your performance on the 20th of May?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's my birthday.
Is it? Oh.
You'll definitely have to
Special
come.
day.
If you want to find out more about the Tuneless Choir and the Lost Voice Guy, please click the links on the YouTube description below.
And I want to thank you, Ashley and Minty, for coming today.
Thank you.
And right now, we have a brand new song from the band The Twist.
And I'll see you next time.
Woo!
I went to sea to float my boat. Water skiers were flying by. The rocks were near, the waves were high. I had a lump in my throat. Never mind, this feels a lark. I went out further to catch a shark. I baited a hook on the end of my rod. It's caught, we want none of your card. I caught me a shark, all of my own. When I cut it open, he had a belly full of bones. A belly full of bones.